Welcome in, Greg Ruff and Cheyenne Trotter along with you. And Cheyenne, earlier this year, like when we were doing, I think some of the scrimmages or exhibition games, stuff like that, Jason Bean, who's the public address announcer for most of the games here, we talked about your name being the best name to say, and he gives it a little extra when he does it. Can you tell us, is there any unique story about your name, or?
I think it just really came from like my grandma's side of the family. They're mixed with like Indian, and so mom kind of got it from there. She always says it's like some type of tribe name or something. I don't know. So
Well, there is the Cheyennes.
yeah, so she just stuck with it. She thought it was different, and she liked it. So
I have a lot. It stands out to me because I have a lot of Indian blood in my family tree line, stuff like that. So, of course, I was named Gregory, which just doesn't quite translate into that. So I always ask people this, and I don't know the answer most of the time, and I don't know it with you. But how did you get to Trevecca from? You're born and grew up in Springfield, Illinois, and then you go to Logan Junior College, and then how did you get to Trevecca?
So originally it was kind of like looking slow towards the end of the season. Had a few offers, but really not much that I was like interested in. I think Coach Booker and my previous coach, Coach Jones, they met at like they were both recruiting. I think they met at like a game tournament or something like that. They might have known each other before. Kind of forgot. They touched base with each other. He said he had a player, and she got into contact with me. Came on my visit and loved it. It was like very late. I think it was like May when I came on my visit, and so kind of loved it. It was what I was looking for in a school, and just came here.
Did you? I asked you this before. Do you remember at all having the conversation with Coach Booker about the number of siblings that you have? I think she has like 11 siblings, and you have 8.
Yeah, I think she mentioned it before. Like she came from like a big family and stuff, but I kind of never really like connected like her with my siblings. But yeah.
What's my dad had 9 brothers and sisters. My mom had 4 brothers and sisters. So I know about that's holidays can be really, really good, and they can also be a little bit stressful, right?
Yo, yeah, they get wild. It's a lot of fun though, with everybody gathering together. It's a lot of fun, but they do get crazy.
Have you ever had to sleep under the kitchen table?
Oh no, no.
Okay,
no,
we had to do that. We had people sleep. Apparently we didn't believe in hotels.
Yeah, right.
So we camped in the backyards and all that kind of stuff. Well, talk about, now you've been at Trevecca a little over half the season now, and you're over halfway or about halfway through the Gulf South season. Just talk about the team and kind of how you fit in and all that kind of stuff. You had a great week last week in particular, averaging a double-double. So just talk about that and where you feel like the team's going.
I feel like we all fit in pretty well. I think all of us, like on and off the court, we're like very like good for each other. Like as far as like teammates, having those friendships and just connecting like off the court. I think on the court we're starting to mesh well a little bit more together. We're starting to find our flow, and so I think just me trying to fit in, coming from like being a transfer, trying to find my leadership role here at the school as being still like not a freshman but still a new face. Kind of took a while, but I think now like we all have a sense of understanding with each other, and I think we're moving in the right direction.
College athletics is so crazy. And, of course, we're in Nashville where Pavia, the quarterback over at Vanderbilt, sued the NCAA to get an extra year of eligibility or more, hopefully, for him because of a junior college thing. You're a junior college player, so do you pay attention to stuff like that?
Yeah, I've kind of like looked into it a little bit. I've heard a little bit about it. Something to think about for sure. Kind of just been keeping my ears open for that and seeing where that goes.
For someone my age who's been around college athletics and pro athletics and whatnot for a long time, it's just crazy watching all this stuff going. You're kind of used to it because you've come through dealing with COVID and now the transfer portal, the NIL, and now stuff like it just kind of continues. How do you handle that? Do you literally look into that stuff, or do you just kind of say, well, I'll pay attention to that if it comes to apply to me?
Yeah, I kind of just pay attention to it when it comes, but it feels like my basketball career is never ending. It's just like going. I guess it's a good thing, but
yeah, might as well. Let's be honest. College athletics, in a lot of senses, is becoming professional sports. So it is something that people are playing a little bit longer. We had when our baseball team went to the College World Series in '21. We had 2 players that were in their 7th year. So because of COVID and medical and stuff like that. So, well, I wish you the best for the rest of the season, and I hope you get to stay a long time because we like saying your name.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cheyenne Trotter and Trevecca women's basketball. More coming up next here on Flow College.